Franz Beckenbauer is regarded as the greatest footballer ever to have come out of Germany. Remembered as the player who invented the position of sweeper, the superstar played for his country on 103 occasions and was captain of West Germany's victorious 1974 World Cup campaign. He is also the only player to have captained his club side in 3 European Cups. Franz Beckenbauer's incredible journey began as World War II came to an end. He was born on September 11, 1945, in the war-ravaged ruins of Munich, home of the country's most successful football club. In a career that spanned more than 2 decades and a winning record that rivals the best in football, he is recognised as one of the most influential figures in the game. His graceful style, strong leadership and clear dominance on the football field earned him the nickname the Kaiser, which translates to the Emperor. The ruler of German football throughout the 70s is also considered to have been one of the first real thinkers in football. His tactics individually and as a team player have set him high above the rest of the competition. Playing in the role of central defender, a role which is now commonly referred to as sweeper, he changed the face of modern football with his unique game style. Never before had a defender been so attacking or so dominant. His long runs would see him press forward, venture over the halfway line and score close to 100 goals during his career. When it came to football, he was a natural. Things came easily to him on the field, although of course he met plenty of challenges along the way. Growing up in difficult circumstances in the working class district of Kaiser, Franz got his first taste of competitive football at the age of 8 for youth team SC Munich 06. The second son of Franz Beckenbauer Sr and his wife Antonie, Franz Jr immediately took to the game, showing great promise. And although his father wasn't in favour of football as a sport, he continued to play. Young Franz had aspirations of playing for his local side, 1860 Munich, the team he passionately supported growing up. However, a year after joining 1860's youth side, an altercation with the club saw him leaving to join Bayern Munich's youth team in 1959. He made his senior debut 5 years later on June 6, 1964. Quick to find his feet, he became captain in 1968 and led Bayern through an unprecedented run of form, winning 14 titles over the next 8 seasons. Eventually in 1977, a lucrative offer from the New York Cosmos persuaded Franz to leave Bayern Munich and play in the North American Soccer League, where he led his new club to 3 soccer bowls in 4 seasons. Franz Beckenbauer was just 18 when he made his senior debut for Bayern Munich. With sublime skills and speed to match, he played the early part of his club career on the left wing. Bayern were on the verge of becoming a force to be reckoned with in the new German league, and Franz got an early taste of success as part of the winning team in the 1966 and 1967 DFB Cup, Germany's equivalent to England's FA Cup. As captain, he then led the club to their first league title of the new competition in 1968-69. He followed that up by leading Bayern to 3 consecutive league titles between 1972 and 1974. That era also saw him start to experiment with and refine the role of sweeper. He rewrote the record books with an unprecedented run of success in Europe, winning 3 consecutive European Cups from 1974 to 1976. With a career on the rise and his European success gaining the world's attention, Franz left his beloved Munich in 1977 when the New York Cosmos made him an offer he couldn't refuse. During his 12 seasons at Bayern, he'd played over 460 games and won 14 titles with the club. The now dissolved New York Cosmos were founded just 6 years before they decided to go after one of the greatest players the world had ever seen. After winning their first league title in 1972, they'd struggled to recapture their form in the seasons that followed. And although an ageing Pelé had joined their squad in 1975, they needed another world-class player to stand a chance of reclaiming the championship. They set their sights on Franz Beckenbauer, and although he came with a fairly hefty price tag, his purchase would soon pay dividends. On August 28, 1977, in his first season for the club, Franz took part in his first North American Soccer League Soccer Bowl. Held in Portland, the New York Cosmos played against the Seattle Sounders for the greatest prize in the NASL. In an exciting match, the Cosmos eventually took the honours 2-1. The following season, Franz and the Cosmos dominated the competition, losing just 6 games for the entire season. Once again, they took home the title, comprehensively beating Tampa Bay 3-1. Although they didn't win any titles in 1979, in 1980, Beckenbauer's last year with the club, the Cosmos once again won the Soccer Bowl, taking care of the Fort Lauderdale Strikers with a 3-0 whitewash. After finishing his contract in New York, he returned to Germany to join Hamburger SV. His 2-year spell at the North German club saw him play just 28 times. Despite his limited time on the field, his brilliant contribution helped Hamburg to claim the Bundesliga title in 1981-82. The league's top attacking team of the season, Hamburg finished with 18 goals more than any other team and ended up 3 points ahead of second place Köln. Now in his late 30s, Franz decided to return to New York and play one more season. On returning, former teammate Pelé was confident he would do well. Franz, however, wasn't so sure.
Today is his first game and he played as a libero because the last year he played here as a midfielder.
I'm a little bit nervous because, my last game I played was 6 months ago, so I'm not really, in a perfect condition, but I hope it works well, and of course I have to, the next weeks I have to do a lot to come back to the old, to my, to regular performance, so I hope it works well.
With a brilliant career coming to an end, he was adamant that this would be his final season.
I think the next 5 months, because the season here in the United States, at least 5 months, so that's enough, then there's no other season.
During that last season, he continued to play at a level that had kept the Cosmos ahead of the competition before his first departure in 1980. Once again, the New York side dominated the competition, winning 24 games and losing just 8. They finished on top of the National Conference Eastern Division. However, sadly for both Franz and the Cosmos fans, there was to be no fairy tale ending for Germany's greatest ever footballer. In the first round of the playoffs, they were eliminated by the Tulsa Roughnecks, and Beckenbauer's career was over. Just 2 years later, the New York Cosmos were forced to dissolve as their once strong financial position crumbled. Franz Beckenbauer remains one of the most successful players in the club's history, thanks to his involvement in 3 out of their 5 Soccer Bowl wins. Upon leaving, he expressed his gratitude.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for everything what you did for me in the last 4 years, and I love you.
Franz Beckenbauer's international career was perhaps even more impressive than his successful club career. Playing his first match for West Germany just after his 20th birthday, he was part of the 1966 World Cup squad that finished in a respectable second place behind England. Having come so close to World Cup glory, they went into the following tournament with high hopes. After getting all the way to the semi-final, they went down in flames in a thrilling clash against Italy that would go down as the game of the century. During the match, Franz fractured his clavicle, but as there were no substitutes available, he played on with his arm in a sling. His heroics kept the West Germans in the match, but unfortunately they eventually lost 4-3 in extra time. With 2 close World Cup defeats behind them, the 1974 tournament hosted by West Germany saw Franz and his team on a mission to claim the elusive crown. They advanced through to the final after losing just 1 game and faced tournament favourites, the Netherlands. Led by superstar Johan Cruyff, the Dutch side started strongly, scoring in the second minute via a penalty. In front of 75,000 fans, the West Germans levelled 1-1 in the 25th minute, thanks to a successful penalty kick of their own. The hosts hit the front minutes before half-time via a Gerd Müller goal in the 43rd minute. Going on the defence in the second half, France and his teammates managed to fend off the Netherlands and claim their country's second World Cup trophy. As captain of the team, Franz became a national hero. However, that wasn't his first taste of international success. Back in 1971, after becoming captain of the national side, he'd set his sights on winning the 1972 UEFA European Football Championship. Better known as Euro 72, the tournament hosted by Belgium saw the four strongest footballing nations in Europe battling it out for the prestigious honour of being crowned the continent's best. In those days, only 4 countries took part in the finals, after a round of qualifying stages during the 2 years before. West Germany met Belgium in the first semi-final, while Hungary was pitted against the Soviet Union. As captain, Beckenbauer led from the front and saw his country defeat the hosts 2-1, with Gerd Müller scoring both of the goals. In the final, they met the Soviets. By half-time, they were leading the Russians 1-0. West Germany started the second half strongly, and in a matter of minutes, they had put the game beyond the Soviet Union's reach by scoring 2 more goals to lead 3-0. That remained the final score, and in his first international tournament, Franz Beckenbauer had led his country to their first European Championship. Upon winning the World Cup 2 years later, they became the first country ever to hold both titles. The 1976 European Championship once again saw West Germany reach the Final Four. After beating Yugoslavia 4-2 in the semis, they met Czechoslovakia in the final. They came back from a 2-0 deficit to score an equaliser in the 89th minute, but went on to lose the match 5-3 on penalties. That very respectable result proved beyond any doubt that France knew how to lead a national team. And he remains one of the most successful captains in Germany's proud footballing history. Although the 1974 World Cup would be the pinnacle of his international career, his decision to play on in the 1970 World Cup final will go down in history as one of the bravest acts on a football pitch. After retiring from football in 1983, having played more than 500 games at club level and appearing more than 100 times for his country, Franz could have been excused for wanting to take some time out. However, football had been such an integral part of his life for so many years, he decided to stay in the game. Upon returning to Germany from New York, he was appointed the new manager of the West German national team, replacing Jupp Durwal. After his appointment in 1984, his first major task as manager was to focus on the 1986 FIFA World Cup. 4 years earlier, the West Germans had finished runners-up to Italy, and ever since they had kept their eyes firmly focused on the prize. Making the final was the least the fans expected from the strong West German outfit. They began their campaign rather shakily, just scraping through the group stage. They then hit a run of good form, making it all the way to the final where they met Maradona's Argentina. After coming back from 2-0 down, the Argentinians claimed the cup, scoring the winning goal in the 83rd minute. 4 years later, however, Beckenbauer's West Germany made it all the way through to another World Cup final. Once again, they were to meet Argentina. This time, the German team were able to stop the Argentinians' strong attacking lineup. They ended up taking the tournament 1-0, the winning goal coming from a penalty in the 85th minute. As Germany took home their first World Cup, Franz Beckenbauer became only the second man ever to win a World Cup, both as captain and as a manager. Italian Mario Zagallo is the other. After finishing up as national team manager in 1990, Franz went on to coach club football. He managed French side Olympique de Marseille for one season in 1990-91, during which he led them to win the French championship. A few years later, he coached his former club Bayern Munich for 2 short spells. During his short tenure, he proved his uncanny ability to find success by guiding the club to the Bundesliga title in 1994 and the UEFA Cup in 1996. However, it hasn't all been about football since his retirement. The Kaiser has also been involved in charity work. In November 2004, he joined with other football stars to take part in the 6 Villages for 2006 campaign. In a friendly match for children in care at SOS Children's Villages, he took on the role of referee.
I wanted to come here anyway, and at the same time I said I would referee between 2 SOS Children's Villages teams. I already had my gear together, but then I fractured 3 ribs 2 weeks ago, and it would have been extremely strenuous to be referee today. So I said I'll come here anyway, also to excuse myself that I am unable to actively participate on the pitch. I believe children are the heart of this world, and anything we can do for them, we should do.
At the event held in Leipzig, Germany, Franz was joined by Brazilian legend and former New York Cosmos teammate Pelé. According to the charity organisation, the pair had been avid supporters of SOS Children's Villages for many years leading up to the event. During his retirement from the game, Franz also had the opportunity to rub shoulders with many well-respected figures of society. In October 2005, he was given the honour of meeting fellow countryman Pope Benedict. A few months later, in February 2006, he met with the then English Prime Minister Tony Blair on a 31-country tour leading up to the 2006 FIFA World Cup. That same year, he quietly married Heidi Burmester, who became his 3rd wife.
It doesn't matter, does it? We wish our Franz all the best. Which marriage it is now then, the 3rd or the 4th, it'll be fine. Everything Franz does works out.
The secret wedding caused controversy as it was held during the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany, which Beckenbauer had helped to organise. Despite the unusual timing, the German football community took the news in their stride.
It is getting to be a bit of a habit with him. You have to be ready for the fact that at any moment Beckenbauer could be getting married somewhere.
The World Cup hero's first marriage to Bridget has so far lasted the longest. After marrying in 1966, they finally divorced in 1990. That same year he remarried, this time to Sibylle, who he divorced 14 years later in 2004. Franz has 5 children, the first born to a girlfriend before his first marriage. He and Bridget had 2 children together, Stephan and Michael, and he has 2 children, Noel and Francesca, with his current wife Heidi. The timing of his most recent wedding arose as a result of his heavy involvement with Germany's successful bid to host the 2006 FIFA World Cup. As chairman of the organisational committee, he was forced to push back the date until all arrangements for the tournament had been finalised, and Germany had been given its best chance of claiming a 4th World Cup. Leading into the Cup, the Germans, managed by Jürgen Klinsmann, fancied their chances of success. With young star Lukas Podolski coming through the ranks, Michael Ballack in brilliant form, and striker Miroslav Klose at the top of his game, they had a great shot. Before the tournament, France was confident that they would do well.
Sure, they can win it, of course. There's no question about it. You know, the German strength is, first of all, they play at home, in front of the home crowd. So that means they need, it's a young team, it's not so much experience. So they need the support of the crowd. And so they will have it during the World Cup. I'm optimistic Jürgen Klinsmann is able to, to put really a very, very good team in the World Cup. And why not? Of course, because of the home advantage, they can win the World Cup.
As a key organiser, France had the added pressure of keeping Germany in line off the pitch as well as on. Despite the obvious challenges ahead, he was sure that the tournament would run without any problems.
The organising committee is prepared, the government is prepared, so I don't see any single problems.
As he envisaged, the tournament went off without a hitch. Over the course of the tournament, an estimated 26 billion viewers tuned in to watch the World Cup on television. The final attracted an estimated audience of over 715 million viewers. Unfortunately for the host country, Germany didn't quite get there. Playing well throughout the group stages, they made it through to the semi-finals where they met Italy and were beaten 2-0. Franz Beckenbauer is still one of the most recognised personalities in football. His sublime skills as a player and tireless involvement since retiring has ensured that one of Germany's favourite sons remains a football legend across the globe. Beckenbauer's name is heard alongside greats like Pelé and Maradona. Almost as famous now as he was in his playing heyday, he has figured so largely in the game over the years since he has hung up his boots that he still receives numerous awards and honours. November 2006 saw the football champion receive the Golden Victoria Award for outstanding dedication to Germany. The award recognised his tireless work before and during the 2006 FIFA World Cup.
Sie haben sich für das schönste Ereignis dieses Jahres.
You tirelessly campaigned for the nicest event this year in Germany, and also, for many people, one of the nicest events in the whole world. And therefore, we do not need to emphasise that this award, maybe like many others, really belongs to you.
Ihnen gehört, wie viele andere vielleicht auch.
German Chancellor Merkel handed him the award on behalf of the Association of German Magazine Publishers. The fact that the Kaiser was the first person ever to receive such an award made the occasion even more special. However, the Golden Victoria Award is just one of many achievements he has received over the years. Since winning 22 team titles and 14 individual awards as a player, he has taken home 3 trophies as a manager. His first individual award came in 1966, when he was named the FIFA World Cup Young Player of the tournament. In that same year, he also made the FIFA World Cup Team of the tournament, as well as being named the German Footballer of the Year. He received that honour 3 more times in his career. Another of his brilliant achievements was winning the Ballon d'Or, not once, but twice. His first came in 1972 and his second in 1976. Amazingly, he also finished runner-up for the award in both 74 and 75. In April 2006, he was also honoured with a Lifetime Achievement Award, presented to him by the then German Interior Minister Wolfgang Schäuble.
Lieber Herr Beckenbauer, ich möchte Ihnen.
Dear Franz Beckenbauer, I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the government, but also for the whole country, to thank you for what you have done above and beyond your sporting achievements, but also for everything you have achieved in football.
Für uns alle, die wir Fußball lieben, geleistet haben.
The well-deserved award capped off a truly remarkable career for a legend who seemed to find success wherever he went, both as a player and as a manager. He's won at least one championship with every club he has either played for or managed. That feat stands as one of the greatest records in football. It's no wonder that Franz Beckenbauer is considered one of the best players ever to have stepped onto a football pitch.